edges here. So, you know, it's obviously about trying to figure out, you know, the storyline behind this. So we started to work some bids in here because there was very, very few sellers coming into this trade here. And we got a very, very nice reply to that trade. We bought in at 13s, got back up to 18s, 5 points. It's not a lot of money, but it's $250 profit on the swing away from this. And remember, it's all about where the max trade triggers and finishes behind this trade narrative at the moment. So it's very much a case of waiting for the green line to stop. So this is not a buy trade at this point, guys. This is not a buy trade. It's when the green line stops, that's when it becomes the buy position. So that's what we've been working on. So apologies for being a little bit late to the party. And what a party it's been. What a party it's been, guys. It's been a good, solid trading day so far. We've had some pretty interesting stories evolving in the backgrounds and various other things bubbling away in the background. So I've enjoyed what I've been seeing. Good top edge squeeze. We shouted that out for anybody. I don't know who was trading it, but good top edge squeeze for the short dollar traders. And yeah, what's to be said about that trade? So the dollar, we talked about the idea of the top line squeeze, I think. I'm sure I tweeted it. Oh, yeah, there we are. Dollar index value building for a top line sweep. Top line sweep just means top line squeeze, of course. Okay, so top line sweep means a top line squeeze. Offer watch. Care with price discounting ahead of the FOMC. Dollar buyers are keen. So limited downside opportunities. We do have limited range on the sell side of the dollar for that very simple reason. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a hard trade to make any money out of, because obviously if you've got a double taper taking place, a double taper is going to put a lot of bids into dollars, of course, with the 2s5s very strong coming from a double taper. Then, of course, the dollar should be bullish. So it's going to be very difficult to sell dollars down into that as a trade storyline, isn't it? It's going to be very hard to sell dollars down into those trade ideas. So you can see what goes on, guys. You can see what goes on here. This sell side dollar, we got the extra sweep that we talked about right there. This was at 1550. The text, the twit was sent out at 1334. So 16 minutes later, we get the sweep that we're looking for, and we get the short trade on. So there it is, 96.68s, and it drops down to 96.58s on the dollar index. And obviously the same equivalent trade on the euro dollar was almost too good to be true. 12.5, perfect wholesale price as well, 12.5 at 12.61s, 10 ticks, stops at break even, guys, stops at break even. Pretty good. I think it's pretty damn good, guys. I think it's pretty good. So hopefully you understand that process. Hopefully you kind of get the idea behind it. Hopefully it makes a little bit of sense, guys. Yeah. Fingers crossed, anyway. So anybody on it? Anybody take it? Anybody trade it? So it's been a good trade. It's made some money, and we've as I said, we've knocked it out the park on that short dollar position. So euro dollar longs taking the market right off that squeeze. We talked about the sweep. We got the sweep. That's what we wanted. We got the liquidity. That's what we wanted, and we've had a very good response. That's what we wanted. And obviously, if we can take this to a measure, this would take us back up to the halfback trade, which is now in here. And if we can take it to a measure, we could obviously start thinking about the possibility of running this back up towards the top print up here at 74s. 25 tick profit, that'll do. 25 tick profit will do, guys. That'll do any day of the week. And that's what we're kind of looking for right now. That's the trade we're kind of looking for with that type of profit as well. So fingers crossed, we'll see 25 ticks by the end of today, because today we're obviously going to look at the dollar. So today's classroom, we're going to look at commodities and the euro dollar or forex in general as classroom studies, and that's what we'll be working on today. So let me just get a chart and we'll get started, guys. Let me get a chart and we'll get started. Okay, today's first market's going to be the gold market.